So I think this is indicative of the issue with respect to Marvel and, the wider Hollywood, I guess, institution at large. Marvel's Secret Invasion director admits that he does not care about the series' poor fan reception and states, and I quote, "Is it our job to fulfill their expectations or to tell the story that we're telling?" Now, I've covered some of his comments already, but I think this is important because this is the issue of the Hollywood institution and why it's going up in flames. And also, important to note, why very few people who are aware that they're striking support the writers and the actors' strike. Because this is their attitude. This is the attitude of Hollywood in general. Why should we fulfill their expectations? Well, primarily because you set the expectations by even calling it what you called it, Secret Invasion. And it wasn't anything to do with the comic. Now, obviously, that's subjective, whether you wanted it to be anything to do with the comic or not. But if you raise that expectation, you should probably fulfill some of it, at the very least. So, yeah, I thought this was interesting. Let's take a look and just kind of refresh our memories. It was a resoundingly negative response to Secret Invasion. And I think Ali Salim, the director, I think he's pretty happy to sort of be done with it. And I think these are those comments because he just doesn't actually care in general. But he's going about it the wrong way. So he's admitted that he does not feel bad about the show's poor reception, particularly as he believes devoted or rabid fans lends itself to essentially a non-productive discussion around its various entries, which, yeah, I can see to a degree, but then again, equally so, don't call it what you called it. So, there's of course Jake Skywalkering of Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury, production the introduction to Emilia Clarke's Jaya as the literal strongest MCU hero ever. Yep, that's right. And it's absolute wasting of the original eponymous comic book storyline, one of Marvel Comics' last good stories, and whose original plot could have easily lent itself to a full MCU phase, if done properly. Secret Invasion has been nothing short of a disaster. I mean, it is the lowest reviewed. The lowest reviewed. In fact, they released the worst reviewed series and the worst reviewed movie, all in the same year. So most notably, the series finale, or first season, we don't even know if it's getting a second season, but that's where Emilia Clarke's Jaya is revealed to possess an overwhelming majority of the current superpowers available in the MCU. Essentially no plot threads resolved. That was it. They just try to get people to see the Marvels. 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Previously, that was 13, so it's gone even worse. Even worse. And then you've got these shill websites, CBR, AV Club, Daily Beast. They're ripping at a new one. However, let's take a look, shall we, at these comments. So, there was a post-finale interview with Variety. Angelique Jackson. Ali Salim revealed, I don't read reviews. With all due respect, for me, I view all the storytelling work I do as a dialogue with an audience. When the show is finished and put up on the screen, that's my half of the dialogue, and the audience then starts their half of the dialogue. I think that's valuable. But I don't know. I don't know how to answer the question. I don't feel bad about mixed reviews. If you had a unanimously good reviews, every movie would gross $10 billion trillion, right? Projects resonate with different people at different times for different reasons, and Marvel has a very devoted, even rabid fan base who have expectations, and when their expectations aren't fulfilled, they move in the other direction. They give it a thumbs down. I don't know. Is it our job to fulfill their expectations or to tell the story that we're telling? So, it's a tricky thing. I would love it if everybody loved it, but I also don't have that expectation myself, so I feel great about the response to it. Again, I have covered this, but I think it's important. One is the fact that it's gotten even worse. 8%. Whereas previously it was 13, so it's even worse now. But it's that statement of, well, I just don't care, basically. Should I fulfill their expectations or try and just tell the story that we're telling? Well, I think, again, that is the discussion at hand, is Hollywood is failing because at its inception point, the stories that they're telling don't fulfill any expectations of the audience. That doesn't make any sense. Why are you going about it in that fashion? Surely, good business practice would be, here's the expectation that the audiences have. Let's fulfill that expectation and give the audience what they want, and thus generate income. Now, currently, Hollywood's model, which has proven to not be successful, because, Disney especially, have not been very, very good with their film strategy at present, and they've not made much money. The strategy, the strategy should not just be a case of, this is the story we want to tell, so to hell with everyone else. What? Absolute madness. And that's the issue. That's Hollywood's issue in general. Is that at the inception point, the writers, the actors, the studio executives, everyone is coming together to create stories that generate this kind of buzz. And how long can it last, How long can it last? Not very long. People are checking out of the MCU, of Hollywood in general. And that's, again, pretty indicative of when we look at any of these actors that are posting things on social media about their strike. And you look at the response, people are just like, fuck off. Go away. I'm not interested in listening to this. No, go away. To hell with you. Literally, to hell with you. Not going very, very well. Because people are just not interested in this stuff. You should appease an audience's expectation, at the very least to a degree. And this is why Hollywood is burning. And I do wonder, it's not going to get any better with their sort of, raging use of AI is what they're probably going to end up doing. But I feel like Ali Salim is done with this anyway, and I think that's why he's just checked out. He's like, no, I'm done, I don't care. I'm done, I don't read reviews, I'm done. Like, yeah, sure, I get that. But anyway, disappointing. And it's comical as well, because you had recently Tatiana Maslany of She-Hulk coming out and being like, Bob Iger's out of touch. No, you're all out of touch. You should be fulfilling an audience's expectations. Because if it's constant subversion, people don't care. They check out. So this is Hollywood's issue in general. So again, apologies for sort of covering what I've already covered, but that was just more of a news piece. This, again, looking at it again, I just feel like this perfectly represents Hollywood's issue at present. So let me know what you think down below. Or do you think there's something else at hand? Because I think it's this. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.